ETBU Extra here on the ETBU Sportsnet at goetbtigers.com. Welcome again to our broadcast as we talk each Wednesday Tiger Athletics. I want to remind you, next week we're going to move the show to Monday at noon, because both our basketball teams need to get on out of the campus and get ready to go play in the American Southwest Conference postseason tournament. So next week's ETBU Extra special time, playoff edition, so to speak, next Monday at high noon. So mark that on your calendars. We're joined now by head coach Edsel Hamilton of the Lady Tigers. Tigers 15-9 on the year, American Southwest Conference East Division play. They're 8-7, and that 8-7 looks very pretty because you have qualified for the postseason.
Yeah, it was kind of touch and go there for a little bit late, and we had two must-win games this past weekend, and we ended up getting some help. I think Louisiana College lost both of their games, and so we would have gotten in anyway. But at the time, you don't know that, and you're just going in knowing we have to win to get in the tournament. And so, great to get 2 wins on the road to get ourselves in.
When you face a situation where you know you need to get these last 2 wins on this road trip, how do you keep them kind of your team calm down, not to get over anxious, so to speak?
Well, I think a lot of it is just with your preparation, and if you're prepared and you work hard in practice, then basically that's all you got to do is just go out and do what you worked on doing in practice, and having the confidence to know, we had lost to Ozarks the first time we played them, but we felt like we were the better team and we should have won that game. And then we had beaten Dallas the first time we played them. So it's just, confidence in yourselves and confidence in your preparation and just going out and executing a game plan. And, I think we saw a little bit from our girls that they rose to the occasion. I mean, I think the pressure was good for them because, honestly, the games that we've struggled in this year have been games where it looks like on paper we should win easily, and those are the games we've had trouble with. So I think the pressure is good for them.
Of course, this is your first year as the head basketball coach of the Lady Tiger program. I know one of the goals was to make the postseason tournament, but that's not the end goal, is it?
Right. Yeah, we want to win the thing. I mean, we're in it. We might as well try to win it. I think we're going to be on the same side of the bracket as UT Tyler, and they've clearly been the best team the entire year. But we've competed with them both times we played them, and I think if they hit a lot of shots, and that's what they do, they're a team that does hit a lot of shots. But I think if we played them again and we play as well as we did those first 2 times, and maybe they don't hit the same kind of shots that they hit the first 2 times we played them, and we do hit some more shots, I think we're going to have a chance to win. So that's the mindset we're going into the tournament with next week is we're in it and we're trying to win.
The way the American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament works is the top 4 teams from East Division make it in. They're seeded 1, 2, 3, 4, how they finish on East and West, and then they pair them up with number 1 East facing number 1 East facing number 4 West, and so forth. And as look at the standings, can you tell where you're seated yet, or we got to wait?
We're clinched into 3rd.
Okay.
No matter what happens in these last 2, because we've got just the one tomorrow night that doesn't count towards conference standings, and Dallas plays Laterno and Tyler on the road. So even if they were to win both of those games, we'd finish tied with them, but we beat them head-to-head both times, so we'd have a tiebreaker over them. So the East is locked up. Tyler's 1st, Laterno's 2nd, we're 3rd, and UT Dallas is 4th. Now the West is still a little bit open. I think.
Howard Payne's 9-4.
There's 3 teams that are 1 game away from each other. Yeah.
Mary Hardin-Barrett's 8-5. Hardin-Simmons 6-6. Concordia 4-9. And so it's kind of where they're going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, we think we'll probably end up playing Mary Hardin-Baylor. Howard Payne plays Sol Ross at home in their game, and so they should win that one. But if they were to lose and Mary Hardin-Baylor would win out, I think Mary Hardin-Baylor might beat them on a tiebreaker. So it's still up in the air, but we think we're probably going to play UMHB.
Before we talk about tomorrow night's game, last home game of the season, regular season against Belhaven University, let's go back and talk about the win that you had over Texas Dallas, 61-56. Once again, Taylor Alexander, fine game by her, 13 points. Morgan Garrett with 11 points. It was just a good overall outing for those 2. But most importantly, it was a win you had to have.
Yeah, it was a big, big win, and I was just so happy with the way that the girls just fought and fought and fought. I've just been trying to get that out of them all year, and we've had moments where we've had it. And, again, I think they thrived on the pressure, and their backs were against the wall. We were, it was kind of the opposite of the first time we played them. The first time we played UT Dallas, we got off to a good start. We hit some shots early, and that kind of got us going, and then we were able to kind of hang on. I think we were in the lead for most of the game. And then this time it was the opposite. They hit some shots early, some shots that we were willing to give up that they hit. And we were doing a pretty good job of moving the ball offensively, but we weren't hitting anything. So we got down early, and I think we were down by as many as 13 at one point, and, down, I think, 8 or 9 with about 5 minutes left. And I had at least 3 of the seniors. I may have had all 4 of them out there together at the same time, and they just refused to lose. They just started making a bunch of plays defensively. We made some big shots. We got some big rebounds, and so they fought and fought, and I was so proud of that. You know, of course, they were real emotional afterwards, you know, to know that they clinched to get in the tournament and stuff. So it was a great environment and great atmosphere. We really had a good crowd there, too. I think we've got quite a few kids on our team that are from the DFW area, so they had a lot of family there and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. It was just a really fun game.
Almost a home crowd, but not quite.
Yeah,
Not quite. Well, you beat UT Dallas 61-56 in the game last Thursday. You went over Ozark 63-50. And Taylor Alexander with 13 points in the win against UT Dallas and 16 against Ozarks. And obviously, with numbers like that, you've got to be named the American Southwest Conference Player of the Week, and she was.
Yeah, the second time she's gotten it this year. I really thought there was at least one, maybe two other weeks where she should have gotten it as well. So, you know, I think she's turned into really one of the best, if not the best, all-around post players in our conference. I mean, with her ability to score around the basket, her shoot from the mid-range, and she's such a good defensive presence. And then, you know, her rebounding's gotten better throughout the year. So, you know, I think she really deserves it. I think the recognition is good, you know, because they'll get her in people's minds for all conference voting, which is coming up pretty soon. And I think she deserves it. You know, like I said, I think she's one of the best all-around post players in the league, and only as a sophomore, if she improves the way that she's improved this year, she's going to be in the mix for Conference Player of the Year as a junior and as a senior. So really excited about her future and happy with the year that she's had this year.
Yes, indeed. Of course, tomorrow night at Ornelas, it's the final regular season home game for the Lady Tigers as they host Belhaven University. Belhaven, a new team into the conference, so their game tomorrow does not count in conference standings. But you've got an opportunity to win that last game, get some momentum into the tournament. But before the game starts, you'll be honoring some seniors. So kind of share those seniors will be honored as they play their final regular season game at Ornelas Gymnasium.
Well, they've been a really good group. I've been really thankful that they've been a good group. It's hard to, you know, when a new coach comes in, especially when you've been here for a while, it's hard to kind of buy in and things like that, and they really have. And they've been really good this year. They've been good leaders for us. April Leonard and Morgan Garrett are both four-year seniors, so they've been here their whole careers, and so tomorrow night's going to mean a lot to them. And you know, they said they've really done a lot of good things for us this year. And then Ambrosia Woodard and Secret Davis transferred in, but you know, they're part of our family, and you know, they're looking at it the same way that that April and Morgan are, is that it's their last chance to play at home in front of their friends and family. And so I've just been really thankful for the impact that they've had on our team this year. They've been a really good group and really fun to work with this year.
Coach, any final words before we let you go today?
Please come out and support us tomorrow night. We'll be doing the senior night festivity things at 5:15 and then a game at 5:30. So I really thought we had a great crowd on Saturday at UT Dallas, and it really gave our kids a boost. I mean, late in the game, the fans were into it, and they were loud and excited. And if we could get that kind of environment at home, I think it would be great for our kids to send them out and just to show appreciation to those girls for what they've done for our program and for the university.
And I also want to say, come out the next week, Thursday, as you play your first round game in the American Southwest Conference postseason tournament, hosted by the University of Texas at Tyler. Very short drive over to Tyler to see the Tigers play that first round game on Thursday. And we'll have that broadcast for you right here on the ETBU Sportsnet as well as the men broadcast later that evening from Silver Ross State as they play their first round game. Coach, best of you new Tigers tomorrow. Hopefully when the game's over, I'm saying Tigers win. Tigers win.
Thanks, Mike. I hope so too.
All right. Stay tuned. More to come on ETBU Extra live from the Student Center on the campus of East Texas Baptist University.